Continuing with our presentation of Zero Trust supported by Microsoft solutions, in this module we will cover the endpoint pillar. I am Cio Rodriguez. After identities, the next Zero Trust pillar to secure is endpoints. Endpoints are often the entry point for attackers. So, Zero Trust ensures devices are healthy, compliant, and continuously monitored before they can access resources. Device enrollment is the foundation of Zero Trust because it establishes visibility and control over every endpoint accessing corporate resources. Organizations should use a modern management solution such as Microsoft Intune or Endpoint Manager to register and manage corporate devices. All laptops, desktops, mobile devices, and even virtual machines should be required to enroll before gaining access, ensuring they meet compliance standards. For unmanaged or personal devices, app protection policy must be applied to safeguard data, for example, requiring users to access resources through the company portal or other secure applications. By enforcing these practices, enterprises can maintain consistent security across both managed and unmanaged environments, minimize risks from shadow IT, and strengthen compliance with enterprise security standards. Verifying device health and compliance is a core step in Zero Trust to ensure only secure and trusted devices gain access to corporate resources. Organizations should begin by defining compliance policies that cover critical factors such as operating systems version, encryption, antivirus status, firewall configuration, and patch levels. These policies establish a baseline for what is considered a healthy device. Next, it is essential to block or limit access for devices that are non-compliant or compromised, including jailbroken or rooted devices that pose higher risks. Finally, organizations should require secure boot and drive encryption technologies like BitLocker for Windows, dmcrypt for Linux, and File Vault for macOS to safeguard data at rest. This layered approach ensures that endpoints remain resilient against unauthorized access, malware, and data breaches. Enforcing conditional access for devices is a key part of Zero Trust, ensuring that only healthy and compliant endpoints can access corporate resources. This starts with integrating device health into conditional access policies, verifying compliance before granting access. For example, policies can specify that only compliant devices, that means those meeting security standards like encryption, antivirus, and patch level, are allowed to access corporate email or Microsoft Teams. Additionally, organizations can require the use of approved applications when handling sensitive resources, ensuring secure and monitor access. These controls help prevent unauthorized or risky devices from becoming entry points for attackers. Protecting against malware and attacks is a key component of securing endpoints in a zero trust framework. The first step is to deploy Microsoft Defender for Endpoint or MDE, which provides endpoint detection and response EDR capabilities to detect, investigate, and remediate threats in real time. Next, organizations should enable attack surface reduction rules, exploit protection, and next generation antivirus to proactively block malicious activity and reduce the attack surface. Finally, EDR should be configured in block mode, which allows it to stop suspicious activity automatically even on devices that use a non-Microsoft antivirus solution. These layer defenses ensure robust endpoint protection. Controlling peripheral and data movement is critical to preventing unauthorized transfer of sensitive information. Organizations should begin by applying device control policies to manage USB ports, Bluetooth connections, and other removable media, reducing the risk of leakage through external hardware. Next, they should enforce endpoint data loss prevention, or DLP, to detect and block attempts to exfiltrate sensitive data, whether through local transfers, uploads, or external storage. Finally, organizations need to monitor clipboard, printing, and file transfer activities to ensure visibility into how data is being used and shared. These measures help enforce zero trust principles by protecting against insider threats and accidental or intentional data loss. Monitoring, detecting, and responding continuously is vital in a zero trust framework to ensure security decisions adapt in real time. Organizations should start by sending endpoint logs and alerts to Microsoft Sentinel or Defender for Endpoint dashboards, creating centralized visibility and enabling threat correlation. Next, they should automate response playbooks that trigger immediate actions such as isolating a compromised device, initiating investigations, or enforcing remediation policies, reducing response time and human error. Finally, incorporating threat intelligence helps identify and anticipate emerging risks by combining global attacks data with local telemetry. This continuous cycle strengthens resilience and minimizes attacker dwell time. Managing updates and patching is a vital step in securing endpoints within a zero trust framework. Organizations should use Endpoint Manager, Windows Update for Business, or Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager to ensure timely operating systems and application patching across all devices. Regular patching helps close vulnerabilities that attackers often exploit. In addition, it is important to prioritize critical vulnerabilities by leveraging Defender threat and vulnerability management, which identifies high-risk weaknesses and recommends targeted remediation actions. This proactive approach ensures systems remain resilient against evolving threats while reducing the attack surface across corporate and personal devices. In summary, the endpoint pillar protects devices that access organizational resources. It ensures endpoints are secure, compliant, and continuously monitored using tools like Microsoft Defender for Endpoint. Controls such as device health checks, encryption, and threat detection limit exposure, prevent compromise, and enforce zero trust by validating device security before granting access. In the next video, we will go over the features the characteristics of the application pillars of zero trust.